Back in March 2025, my life was normal. At least normal in a way that most people would describe it. I had a regular job, some savings, a small space that I could call home, even if I was just renting it. Everything felt like it was in rhythm, like life was stable, or at least that's what I thought. Until one day, everything just stopped. You see, I got a call that my girlfriend has been rushed to the hospital while she was at work. At first, I didn't think it was serious. I thought maybe it was just stress or something minor. But when I got there and spoke to the doctors, that's when it finally hits me. Her potassium level were dangerously low. They had to admit her immediately. It was something that we couldn't just ignore. It was serious. And in that moment, nothing else mattered. Not work, not routine, not anything. Just her. Her family lives 500 kilometers away. In that time, her father was also recovering from an illness. So there was no one else. So I had to step up. I had to be there. And I start calling my supervisor, telling them I needed a time off, explaining the situation, hoping that they would understand. But instead, they kept insisting I go to work. They told me I'm not her immediate family. And that was the moment something in me changed. Because to them, it was a job. But to me, this was the person I love. And I realized, what's the point of working if I can't even be there for the people that I'm doing it for? I had already been thinking about leaving the 9 to 5 life before, but this wasn't just a thought anymore. This was real. So I made a very difficult choice. I called it quits. Just like that. No backup plan, no certainty, no idea what would happen next. I just knew one thing. She needed me. And I wasn't going to let a job decide whether I could be there or not. Day by day, I watched over her, talked to the doctors, sat behind her in silence when words weren't enough. Those days felt slow, heavy, like time was moving. But I wasn't really thinking about the future anymore. Just the present. Just getting through each day. And somehow, in the middle of all of that happenings, I didn't feel lost. Because for the very first moment in a long time, I knew I was exactly where I needed to be. After a week, she finally got discharged from a hospital. When we got home, I felt something I hadn't felt in a while. Relief. A quiet kind of happiness. Like everything was finally okay again. But reality doesn't stop there. She went back to work, and me, I was unemployed. So I told myself, I'll just take a 1 month break, then I'll find for another job. Just like before. Just like everyone else does. But one night, something hits me. A thought I couldn't ignore. There's a thought of me that says, if I go back to work again, I'm just repeating the same cycle. A cycle I've seen my whole life. A cycle even the people before me never escaped from. Work. Just earn enough, survive, repeat. A life that can cover your needs, but not your dreams. Never enough to build something, never enough to become something. And that thought stayed with me. So I started exploring, looking for something different, something more. Until I found YouTube. Then I thought, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can create something. Maybe I can earn. Doing what I actually love. Gaming. So I made a channel. I started small, clipping viral gamers, turning them into short videos. At that time, ranking videos were everywhere. And for a while, it worked. Everything felt possible. Until it didn't. YouTube changed things. They started flagging those videos as reused content. And just like that, everything I built felt like it meant nothing. So I try again, a different path. This time, my own content. my own gameplay. Roblox videos. I had a plan, a vision. I told myself, this is it. But days passed, then weeks, then months, and I still hadn't uploaded any single video yet. I had everything. Recording saved in my computer, soundtracks ready, edits half finished, equipment to do the video. But one thing I couldn't do, press upload. Because every time I try, those thoughts came back. What if they judge me? What if they don't like it? What if I fail? And those thoughts, they don't just stay in your head. They grow, they get louder until they stop you completely. And without realizing it, I abandoned everything. Not just the videos, but the dream itself I lost before even I started. Until one day in December, I finally did it. I uploaded my first Roblox video. A video that I can call my own. Because for the first time, it was no shortcuts, no reused contents, just me. Then I uploaded another one and I told myself, let's wait a week or two and see what happens. But reality hit me again. The video flopped. No views, no traction, just silence. And in that silence, all doubts came back, louder than ever. There was once a fire in me, a part of me that wanted to push forward, to conquer all of those fears. But this time, it felt like I got slapped back to reality. I even reached to a point where I lost a subscriber. Not gain, lost. From 17 down to 16 subscribers. And the worst part, most of those were just my alt accounts, so losing even one real person hit differently. It made me think, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I'm just not meant for this. Maybe I'm destined to live the life that people call just enough. And I thought about quitting, not just once, but over and over again. Until one night in February, I uploaded a short, no expectation, no hope. I didn't even want to look at it anymore, so I just went to sleep, trying to avoid disappointment once again. But when I woke up, everything felt different. That video, it actually got views, a lot of views. And then another one did well, and another. And for the first time, I felt something I haven't felt in a long time. Hope. Not everything went viral. Not every video succeeded. But it didn't matter because finally something worked. But even now, I'm still struggling. There are days I sit in front of my screen wanting to create something unique, something meaningful, something that people would actually enjoy. But I just can't. I run out of ideas. And when I do get one, I lose it. A few scrolls on social media, a few distractions, it's all gone. I'm back to zero again. And then I realize, maybe the reason why I'm not creating quality content isn't because I can't, but because I don't act. Because I hesitate. Because I let my distractions win. And now, life is calling me again. It's been 1 year now since I left my job, and reality is starting to catch up. Bills are piling up, savings are running low, and soon, I might have to go back to the same cycle. The ones I choose to walk away from. And honestly, I feel so sad. Not because of you guys, because you've supported me more than I ever expected, and I will always be grateful for that. But what hurt me the most is looking back at this entire year and realizing how much time I spent overthinking everything, delaying what needs to be done, waiting for that perfect moment instead of just taking an action. I didn't make this video to ask for pity. I made this as a reminder. A reminder for myself in case I ever find myself in this situation again. Because opportunities, they don't always come twice. But this isn't a goodbye, not yet. It's rather a question. What's waiting for me out there? Do I take the risk and continue this journey, learning from everything I failed to do? Or do I just back to the same cycle I once had the courage to leave? I guess I'll find out soon.